subscribed, you'll still be put into contention to win the follower giveaways as well. Along with, of course, subscribing will just support the stream. So more tournaments like this will come up in the future. I think we're about ready to go for the knife round here between the two teams on Cash. It's a CT favoured map, so you'd expect whoever wins this would elect to go CT. Seen a lot of Cash already over this tournament. I believe it's been played in every best of 3 that we've casted. Maybe barring the first one between NIP and LDLC. We saw Cash twice yesterday, and mid in both occasions was the hotspot. That's where pretty much all the action went down for the duration of the match. Not much point casting over a knife round. Knives go in faces, people die. It's pretty self-explanatory. Quite a visual round, if nothing else. Alu's all by himself. 45 HP, one right click will do it. There we go. Nico takes him down. And Copenhagen Mouz, as expected, will stay on CT side. Again, people still asking in chat about the skins and what's happening regarding them. They will be nullified. It's almost like the bets never happened. You'll get your skins back. Do not worry about that. Regardless of which team you bet on, you'll get those skins back. You'll be able to bet them again if you so choose, or you can just keep them to yourself. Totally your choice. Now let's talk about the previous times these two teams have actually met each other. So they've actually came head-to-head a few times in the last couple months. I'm going to read through some of them here. Ruben, do give me a poke if they jump live, because I'm on a separate screen right now, dude. So, all the way back on the 27th of the 7th, Copenhagen Mouz beat Mouz Sports on Dust 2 16-10, which is quite surprising considering that Mouz Sports are a phenomenally strong team on Dust 2, and it is their map for today. As I just said to Ruben, thank you very much. We are live for the pistol round, so I will get back to those stats in just a little bit, but here we go. Copenhagen Wolves, as I said before, starting on CT side. Mouz Sports, the Germans, will be on the tees. I say Germans, they do have Chris J, who's Dutch, Alu, who is Finnish, but the German org is where I was going with that point. Chris J with the bomb, going to be hiding just around B. Had a pretty blistering Cash yesterday with York, was pulling off some crazy shots from this very same position on the T side. It's 2 frags go in for Copenhagen Mouz. Chris J, the man I just mentioned, definitely one to watch, picks up a frag in return. But there's Cajun B to take him down. 2 versus 4, not looking good for Mouz Sports. They do have the bomb, that's a saving grace, but they're about to get, well, I was going to say bum rushed, and that's exactly what happens. Glaive comes through the vents. Cajun picks up the last frag. Will be a comfortable 1-0 lead for Copenhagen Wolves. They're going to buy it, of course. You'd expect them to take the next 2 rounds. Although, that being said, over the last couple of days, we've seen so many eco-round wins that I can't even say that with certainty anymore. And Chris J, I was about to say that in the previous couple of days, he's picked up a lot of scouts in these kind of situations, and he's going to do that again. It's not a terrible idea. You can get a quick pick-off shot, and that's exactly what he's done. Onto Cajun B. Huge place there. Grenade goes through from Nico onto Boost. That will take Schneider down. Now switch it across to Alu. Who is going to be going towards main A. Rest of his team behind him. Going to commit to this bomb site pretty much fully. Just Carrigan waiting in the wings. But we have seen yesterday Carrigan on Dust 2 with an auto sniper pretty much fended off in a 1 versus 5. This, of course, is a different circumstance, but you would fancy him to do pretty well with that M4. Here comes the rush, though. Alu and Tabson taking point. There's Carrigan, takes down 1. He's going to open up, but Legia will silence him. They're not able to put down serious damage, and the bomb will be planted. Chris J, that is the reason he picks up the scout. He's got 2 frags in this round. Opens up the site. Glaive, though, gets a quick double, and it's suddenly turned into a 2 versus 1. What can Chris J do from this position? He can hear where both Copenhagen Mouz players are, but can he do anything about it? No, he can't. Fires off the scout. Pimp will come out better, and it will be the 2-0. So, Mouz Sports, their economy isn't actually too great considering, so they may think about ecoing this round, especially as Chris J picked up that scout. Or maybe not. They're going for a force buy, and this is something that we did see a couple of times yesterday, and it worked for them. So they're trying to catch Copenhagen Mouz off guard, realizing that their weaponry is probably not going to be all that fantastic. Nico does have the scout, which you've seen in Chris J's hands can do a hell of a lot. But again, pushing on to A. Chris J on door. He's going through first. He's going to be rushing this one out. Carrigan will get the upper hand on him, though. And he does, this time around, have support in the form of Glaive. The two of them could hold this one off. Smoke comes down. Will block Glaive off from the site, though. So it's all going to be on Carrigan. He's been rushed. He does get the kill on Legia. Was not expecting that, but Alu comes back and make amends for his fallen teammate. Bomb's being planted from Thompson. Should get this bomb down. Indeed, he will. So whatever happens, Terrace is going to have a bit of money going forward here. But of course, they want to clutch this round. Alu comes back with a frag. There's still a player down. Alu is heavily tagged. You'd fancy Copenhagen Wolves to take this one. The retake surely on the cards. Pimp going in first. They've checked every other position, so they know at least one is back in the left boxes, and it will be Alu. As the defuse comes in, and Nico with a pretty nice P250 smoke shot will take him out and also get the defuse. 3-0 for Mouz Sports. It was a force buy from Mouse. I just said to Mouse Sports, of course, it's the Copenhagen Wolves. It was a force buy last round, so they may be trying to eco on up this time the German organ. That's exactly what they're going to do. So, let's jump forward again. If you want to throw some tweets at me to fill in some of these slow, steady rounds, it's at MetasTV, or hashtag CS Arena will also do the job. Give any predictions, give any feedback, give any opinions, and I'll be more than happy to read them off. This is looking like it's going to shape up to be a boost. Alu and Schneider are stood there. Chris J pushing aggressively. Has spotted Cajun B just underneath the vent. Is this information going to prove to be fruitful for them, though? Or are they going to be unable to push on through to the site? Nico with a nice flick shot onto Alu. Saw him in the mid. Just brought his crosshair down. Took his head clean off his shoulders. And Mouz now find themselves two players down. There's Leggy, though, jumping out from the vent. Superman dive. Does get the kill and the weapon as well. So 3 versus 4. B isn't that open, though, because Nico's on upper. Cajun B's at the back on the main entrance, and he's just took down 2 players very comfortably. Gets knocked down to 7 HP, but damage has been done. Leggy is all that remains. He may think about saving this weapon or looking for exit frags, or the CT's trying to push him here. No, he's actually peeking, and I'm not too sure about that. I'm sure he wanted to try and win the round and be a hero or get the bomb down, but in the 1v4, when the CTs knew exactly where the bomb was, that was a bit of a questionable call as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, guys, bets are cancelled. Don't worry about your skins. They will be returned. They have been nullified. We're going to cast this map, and then we're going to jump to Fnatic and Epsilon. That bet is still alive. That is still all good to go. Here we go, though. Through mid. Cajun B taking point. Legia will take him down. Glaive comes back, though, on Legia. All hell breaks loose in the mid. And neither team has taken advantage. 2 players down apiece. Still 6 alive and kicking. One of which is Schneider, and he's going into B. He will find himself a very scary Cajun B, but he does get overpowered, gets demolished from Tabson. Bomb will be planted now from Alu at the back of the site. And there's Tabson. Need this round, the Mouse Sports. Remember, they are 1-0 down already in this best of 3. And 4-0 behind. The Nico, correct decision as far as I'm concerned. They've got the round buffer. No point giving that AWP away. Very expensive weapon. And he will just go ahead and save. Needs to be careful. But he's going to be A-okay. So, 4-1 will be the scoreline. People asking how to win the AWP red line below. Go to my Twitter, at MetasTV. I'll give you further information and further directions later on as the tournament progresses. But for now, just follow the Twitter, and you will get potentially get a factory new looking AWP red line. Fire some questions at me as well, guys. I'm going to be solo casting for the rest of this evening, so I'm going to try and save my voice as much as possible. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're enjoying the cast. Nico going to be peeking towards mid as I'm talking there, though. 2 players have gone on boost, and again he gets a nice flick shot. This time on Schneider, who was the 2nd player in. Alu did manage to survive. So Schneider sacrificing himself almost there. Taking the bullet for his team. The bromance is real. And now Alu is going to be peeking towards mid. There is Nico, nearly connects the dots once again. That would have been a phenomenally good shot, though. if he'd landed it, so we'll let him off this time around. Where are Mouse Sports shaping up? Well, the answer is they're not really shaping up anywhere. They have a very split terrorist so far side. Looks like they may start to move together in unison towards B. Doing so could be deadly though. 3 players are there, 2 still on A. Good defense so far from Copenhagen Wolves. Look strong, look competent, look confident as well. Chris J is going to start to look in towards B. There is a player there in the form of Pimp, and then he said Ping Pong, because that's his name in the game. And Chris J gets a nice shot. Nico returns back though. Pimp comes in, gets the kill on Tabson, and now it's just Chris J and Alu that remain. They were standout players yesterday for Mouse Sports. So if there's 2 players you'd fancy to clutch, it's probably these 2. They are going to get the bomb plant down unless something crazy happens, unless a grenade fires in on Chris. And the bomb will be planted. So in that case, Mouse, they've managed to salvage this round somewhat. Chris J's got 1. He's looking for a second. It's not going to happen. Copenhagen Wolves will take the 5-1 lead. That bomb plant could prove to be pretty important, though. 4.7 K on Chris J, 4.4 on Tabson, 4.7 on Legia. Schneider's a bit low, so I'm not sure if they'll force buy the eco here. Looks like they're going to force buy. Schneider went for the P250 and full armor grenades. There's the AK Galil and a couple more AKs on top of it. So Mouse Sports, they are going to be committing to this 7th round. And if they were to lose this, they'd be back on eco, and you're looking at a 7-1, 8-1 potential scoreline. So every round counts right now. And of course, on the flip side, if you look at Copenhagen Wolves' economy, because they're taking so many losses, they're not that high. So this would be a big round for Mouse Sports to win. But Glaive at the back of the side is going to pick up 2 with the make that 3. And this force buy simply did not work. Copenhagen Wolves will take the 1-for-5 trade every day of the week. And now they have built themselves up some economy to go forward. This will be an eco for Mouse Sports. And 6-1 already. Yeah, it's not a def win. It's not a default win. It's a default win for this map only. So, Copenhagen Wolves are 1-0 up. Because Mouse Sports organised another game, they graciously accepted the default loss for this map. And we're all good to go here on Cash. Next map will be Dust if we so need it. But Glaive does miss a quick AWP shot there. Does make amends with the P2000 for Tessera. And the rest of Mouse Sports are given the green light to go ahead and push into A. They are going to be knocked down, though, pretty drastically from Copenhagen Wolves. As you'd expect on the eco round. Schneider is a James Bond. There you go. Good old chap. Never disappoints. So, 7-1 the scoreline. Mouse Sports again going to be on eco. This is the problem that I feared with that force buy. Is they would be in a bit of turmoil for the next few rounds. That's exactly what's happened. This is looking like it should be an 8-1. Each time they've pushed A, Copenhagen Wolves have pushed back and pushed back harder. And this is what Carrigan likes to do. Sit in a position, spray across with that auto sniper. He has such good aim and reaction speed with it. He takes down 2. He's got the grenade frag as well. He's on for the potential ace right here if he pushes in. But there is Pimp to take down the last 2. Full house of kills for Copenhagen Wolves. Carrigan takes 3. Pimp takes 2. That will be the 8-1 scoreline. Yes, you will get all of your skins back, guys. This bet is nullified. They'll be returned to you. You'll be able to bet again, or of course get them back if you so choose. So don't worry about the skins. It's all good. It's effectively, just look at it this way, it's effectively like this CSGO lounge bet never existed. Look at it that way and it becomes a lot simpler. Carrigan peeks, he does get himself a kill before falling to Legia. And that could give Mouse a bit of confidence here going forward onto 8. One of their Guardians on A has been momentarily silenced. However, the rotate comes in very quickly from Nico. He also has himself a long-range weapon in the form of an AWP, but it's not needed because Glaive from the forklift is just going to completely decimate Mouse Sports. 9-1 already. And there's not much to say. Only this would where I'd pass over to my co-caster and say, what is going wrong here? Don't have one, so I'm going to ask you guys at MetisTV on Twitter or hashtag CS Arena. Get the tweets coming up. What's going wrong for Mouse Sports? Why are they behind? Why are they losing these rounds? Or is it just the case that Copenhagen Wolves are that damn good? Is their defense pretty much impenetrable? Do they have the Iron Curtain up right now? Let me know what you think. Let's get some interaction going. Regardless of Mouse, again, they're going to be buying up an AK and some CZs. You got Armor and Alus. This is a really strange mixed match of weaponry on the side. And Chris J will be taken down first, so that's a pretty key member. Top fragging for his side with 7 and 11. Top on the other side, Glaive 13 and 3, Carrigan, Pimp, and Nico all sharing second place with 10. Just goes to show that everyone has been pulling their weight right now. Cajun is bottom fragging with 7 on his team, but he's still equal to top on Mouse. So there you go, some interesting stats for you to digest as we progress through in this 11th round. Carrigan and Glaive, as you'd expect, they're always together actually. They're together on Dust 2. On B site defense as well, so obviously they've got some real chemistry working together. Tabson coming through first. Don't fancy his chances to survive a great deal more time, and Glaive will pretty much just give the nod to that and take him down. Carrigan from the back of site is going to smash through leg here. It's all on Schneider. He's trapped in main between a rock and a hard place. Doesn't have smoke to smoke screen his way out of this situation. It's basically a question of who's going to pick up the frag, and the question has been answered. It's Pimp. So let's just switch over to Twitch. Got a few messages here. Copenhagen Wolves are just out fragging them. Enough said. Can't really argue with that. Copenhagen Wolves have been far quicker to the punch and on the trigger. Do you think Mouse Sports are having some miscommunication problems? Maybe this is why they're losing from Daisy Video Diaries. Maybe that is the case, dude. They've had some interesting buy-ups with Alu getting the full armor. And it's not even a case that he had a few more thousand than the rest of his team. He's actually one of the fewest when it comes to money. So perhaps that is the case. Not too sure. They do have a momentary stand-in in the form of Schneider. So maybe that is a determining factor. But Schneider played very well yesterday. So I can't even point towards that being the issue here. If you guys have anything to say on this matter, again, hashtag CS Arena. Or you can tweet us directly. Regardless, 53 seconds to go on the timer. Mouse Sports again going for this A push. Haven't really seen them rush through mid. That's one thing that I would mention is mid is such a key integral part of this map. Maybe it's because every time they've gone on the boost, Nico's just took their head off their shoulders and they're respecting him. They're fearing that AWP prowess. Couldn't blame them for feeling that way if that was the case. But I feel like mid should be playing more of a role here on the T side of Mouse Sports. They're constantly going to main A, and Carrigan and Glaive are there. And Carrigan and Glaive are top fragging for their team. 25 frags between them. Nico comes in with a CZ frag though. And that will open up on Chris J. This was the buy-up round as well from Mouse Sports. So this isn't even an eco bash. They are going to manage to get onto the site, or are they? Because Carrigan again with the double. With the auto sniper. I'm a bit lost for words here, guys. I am a bit lost for words. Shake It Off says, Online J has not got his wall hack on. Not sure what to reply to that one with. Mouse Sports again, 11-1. Nico, that's what I was talking about before. Every time they do go mid, he's just destroying them. However, they're constantly going on the boost, and I'd quite like to see them push through mid more and try and get around the side of sandbags and maybe even get into vent and start being a bully on B side, because they've not really had too much influence over B as of yet. Pimp has picked up the first one on Legia in this exchange. Not the first of the round, of course. Many players have already fallen. That's going to be 12-1. Honestly, this is difficult to really cast, guys. It is a complete blowout performance right now from Copenhagen Wolves, and I'm really not sure what to say. Copenhagen Wolves have just been in a different league so far. I'm not sure if this has something to do with the default map loss or the fact that Mouse Sports just got done playing Fnatic and they're a bit fatigued, but players at this level are used to playing for multiple hours a day, you know, scrimming, playing officials, so I can't really even put it to that. It just don't seem like they've shown up. Schneider's on 2 and 13. It's not often you say that. This guy's played for some seriously big teams in the past and has proven himself time and time again to be a phenomenal player. He's just picked up one. Maybe this is where he starts to come back into the game. Spotted himself. Glaive should get the frag. Does get it as well. Bombs down right next to him. Will be able to pick this one up. 2v2. Mouse Sports desperately need this round. Make no mistake. If they lose this round, 13-1 behind, they may even have to eco or force buy the next one. Of course they will. It's the last round of the half. So it's going to be a force buy. They're not going to get full weaponry and nades. They really need to go 12-3 at half-time. Win the pistol round. And then maybe they've got a glimmer of hope here. They would be on the easier side of cash going forward, but Carrigan, he's having none of it. He's called that he thinks they're going to A, and that's incorrect. They're on B right now. He's going to get notified of that mistake in just a few seconds when Schneider plants the bomb. There we go. Instantly he's going to react. Now he has 14.3k, and we have one round after this. You can bet he's going to try and clutch this round. There's no reason for him to save from this position. So, can he pull it off? He's looking left, he's looking right. There's some shots towards the back of the site. Schneider does get tagged up heavily, but Legiat drops down. Schneider gets the headshot. And does pick himself up a few kills in that round. So maybe this is the start of something special. We saw Virtus Pro yesterday twice come back from a big deficit against Mouse Sports on both Overpass and Mirage. So it's one of the beautiful things about CSGO. You can never quite write a team off. But this is going to be an uphill climb. Let's not beat around the bush and joke ourselves. I would feel that Mouse Sports need this round. And there's Cajun B saying, nope, this is my site. He takes down 2 before falling. He has bought up enough time for Pimp, though, to just open up on Chris J and Tabson. 4 versus 1. It will be 13-2 at half-time, unless Alu, who is bottom fragging with 3 for 13, goes monumental. He stuck down 1. Can't get any more. And indeed, 13-2 the scoreline. It's very strange to me to see Alu at the bottom of the leaderboard, because he's normally top 2 for Mouse. He is normally right up there with Chris J. Yesterday he was top fragging a bunch of times, and today he's been quite quiet. How can you contact the caster? At MetisTV on Twitter, or you can contact the rest of us, #CSArena. I'll be reading both in the slow, steady rounds and in the breaks as well. Pimp opens up this round, and if Copenhagen Wolves win the pistol, it's just over. It's that simple, not just for this map, but for the best of 3 as well, because it is 1-0 to them right now. So Mouse Sports need to win this and then just go huge. Maybe they're a bit deflated after that map default victory that Copenhagen Wolves were given. But here comes Alu. Maybe this is his moment to shine in this matchup. He's got 2. Carrigan's still low on hit points. Only 2 left for him. Cajun B has also found out the hard way that Alu's not joking around. This is doable from Alu. I've got to say, this is doable. He's going to kill also Carrigan. Go for the defuse. The only problem is he doesn't have a defuse kit as you'd expect this early. He's got the kill, but he's not got enough time. He's picked up the defuse kit. He's going for it. This is going to be so close. It will be a huge round for Alu to take, and he's going to... No, he doesn't. Oh my goodness. That was a millisecond from the defuse being acquired. He got the ace. I think that was even maybe a 1v4 or a 1v5. And the bomb blew up in his face. I'm so sad for him. Oh, man. Deflated. Absolutely deflated. Alu went huge. He just went, to show how one-sided this game's been, he just went from bottom fragger to top fragger in that round, with getting those 5 kills. Absolutely gutted for him. 14-12. The important part is that they didn't win the round, but what an attempt from Alu. Chat goes crazy, understandably so, but unfortunately for Mouse Sports, A for effort, but they're still 15-2 behind. And they're also going to have to full buy pistols and armor. So this is looking like it's got 16-2 written all over it. Very fast map in the end. Bit of an anticlimactic map, because a lot of people were feeling like these two were very evenly skilled sides, but Mouse Sports just haven't shown up. It's really that simple. Frag from Chris J. Maybe just a drop in the ocean. The inevitable is coming down the tracks. I don't think they have the tools at their disposal to dethrone, to derail the juggernaut that is Copenhagen Wolves right now. Even if they win this round, guys, they have to win the next 12. It's pretty much that simple, and even then it's not a win. It would be overtime. We've seen crazy things happen, but this would be top 5 things that I've ever seen in casting if they pull this one off. It's not going to happen. Maybe Legia can channel his inner Alu and go into his next form. No, he's going to die surely. He's down to 13 HP. Molly could even finish him off here. It's going to bounce off the wall. And Nico comes in with a frag because, of course, Legia had to move from the fire. 16-2, 2-0 win in the end to Copenhagen Wolves. Very one-sided. And